Starting a clothing brand in 2026 is almost, well, impossible. Now, obviously I said almost because we all know anything is possible. I started my brand a little over 2 years ago, and it has been one of the greatest things I have ever done in my entire life. And yes, it has changed my whole life. But no, it was not easy. A lot of late nights, a lot of cries, a lot of tears, a lot of waiting, a lot of patience. My name is Jason, and I started a Christian clothing brand around 2 years ago. This whole thing of people making it seem like it's so easy online and you can just do it overnight, it's just ridiculous. A lot of people have to understand starting a brand does not happen overnight. It does not happen in a month. It don't happen in a year. It's gonna take time. And I think it's important to understand that when you see people on the internet successful with their clothing brand, you don't know how it really is. Understand that social media is fake. Social media is not real, and you need to focus and stay in your lane, because once you start looking at other people's success with their brand, how many likes this picture got on their post, that's when you're gonna fall in comparing yourself, and it's gonna lead to all types of stuff that you don't wanna fall into. You need to just focus on your brand. Doesn't matter where you're at, doesn't matter if you've been in the game for 3 years or you're just starting today. You have to stay in your lane as not only a clothing brand owner, but as an entrepreneur, because the race that they're running is not the same race that you're running. I feel like in today's age, a lot of people get in this mindset of okay, it worked for them, so it must work for me. Absolutely not. You can do the exact same thing they did, even better, but it's not gonna come out the same results. You gotta stay in your lane and do what works for you. And that all comes down to the mental part. A lot of people in this clothing brand industry don't tell you how mentally draining running a brand is. Staying up late nights planning, staying up late nights working, designing, and then in the process of planning out months in advance a campaign, and then the results don't come out like the way you like it. And yes, that will happen as a clothing brand owner. You will have drops that fail, and now you feel like you wasted not only your money but your time. And that's one of the things that you have to deal with yourself mentally, and you have to mentally prepare yourself that you're going to lose in this industry. You're going to fail, and you're going to learn through trial and error. You're gonna put thousands of hours and thousands of dollars into a project, into a month, into a drop, and it doesn't do good. That's called testing. That's called trial and error and figuring out what works for your brand. That's just the name of the game. Every single brand in this industry goes through it. From the smallest brands all the way to the biggest brands in the world. They have failed drops. They have things that they have designed that people don't like. They have campaigns that they have shot that people don't like. They have drops that they have dropped and people don't want to buy. That's just how it goes. But that's the hardest mental part, is keep going. You don't want to stop in that moment. You have to learn from them moments. You have to sit there and understand where you went wrong, what you can learn from this situation, and put that towards the next project or the next drop, and keep going. And you can have a drop that does terrible. $0. It flops. You put all this time and money into it, and it just didn't work. But then there's the other side. There's the green side, the green grass. You can put time and effort into something, and you can make hundreds of thousands of dollars in one drop. And again, it's not about the money. It's just about the space that you're in. It could be a low, it could be a super low, or it could be super high. But you got to be prepared for these moments, because you don't want to get caught up in the super high moments of having a successful drop, thinking that every drop is going to be successful, because it's not. You have to also understand that you're going to have bad drops, but mentally prepare yourself that you're not going to be stuck there forever. Starting out with your brand, you don't need thousands of dollars, because I didn't. I ran a pre-order. I didn't have any money. I had $0 to my name when I started my clothing brand. Do I do pre-orders now? Of course not. Absolutely not. I don't do pre-orders with my brand, just because I have built my community over 2 years, and I have built up enough capital to fund each drop, which I'm very blessed and thankful for. But when I first started out, the first 5 drops of my brand, I did pre-orders. And the reason why I think pre-orders work for me is because the communication I had with my customers. Yeah, I didn't just drop and I had a pre-order and then I just went ghost on my customers for 5 to 8 weeks. That's not what I did. I was sending out weekly emails, letting them know like, hey, this is where we're at in the production process. Hey, I'm giving them literally 2 times a week email updates on what's going on with their order. Community and numbers are 2 different things. Community is something that you're building from the ground up, that people are always gonna rock with you, regardless of what you put out or what you do. They're always gonna be there for you. And that's what you want with your clothing brand. You want people who are always gonna rock with you, regardless of what you drop. Whatever you do with your brand, you want people to really rock with you. You don't want to build something off being viral and then, you know, again, they're there for a piece or they're there for a moment, and then you have like, hey guys, I'm doing a pop-up, and then no one shows up because they're like, oh, I just wanted that piece. I don't really care about the brand. People are gonna see the story, people are gonna fall in love with not only the clothes, but the storyline. I feel like 2026 is a year of people following stories, people wanting to see stories. I feel like we're past the dope clothes. Yes, you need dope clothes that match your brand. You want people to obviously fall in love with the clothes, but at the same time, you also want people to fall in love with the story. What are you creating with your brand? All the way down from the campaigns to the photo shoots, to the pieces that you drop, to what do you put on your story, to the location, the color, the scheme, everything that you do with your brand, you want people to fall in love with. There's no secret sauce. I did this, so you guys should, if you guys do it too, you could be successful. Absolutely not. Whatever worked for me is not gonna work for you, and that's just the reality of it. First, you just gotta be passionate. If you have a passion in having a clothing brand, if you really want to change the game in the fashion industry and understand that this is one of the biggest influences in today's generation, you will be successful because you cannot lose. Even when you do lose, that being a passion for you is gonna make you get back up and keep going. And that's why it has to be a passion for you, because if you don't have no passion for it, as soon as you fail or lose, you're gonna quit and you're gonna stop. Patience and consistency. When having a clothing brand, you must be patient and consistent. I don't care what anybody says. You're gonna have good drops. You're gonna have bad drops. You're gonna feel like you wasted all the time in the world. You're gonna feel like everything went according to plan. You're gonna spend thousands and thousands of dollars, and you're gonna lose thousands and thousands of dollars. That's just the name of the game, and you have to be patient and you have to be consistent, because again, you're going to have drops that you make $0. You're going to have drops that make hundreds of thousands of millions of dollars. Your time will come. Work hard. Stay grinding. Stay grinding, work hard, and just trust God. Trust the process. Understand that everything will be okay in everything that you do. You will not fail if you have God and a passion. That's it. There's no magic sauce. When I first started my clothing brand, my designs were trash. My designs sucked. I was copying everybody. I was chasing that viral moment. It wasn't working. So you have to just stay in your lane and run your race. No one else. Doesn't matter what this brand is doing. Doesn't matter how much this brand made. Who cares, bro? Focus on God and understand that once you put him first, truly put him first, and then just have a passion and dedicate yourself working day and night, man, it's gonna be such a blessing going through these trial and error, ups and downs. It's just gonna be such a blessing because you're gonna understand how grateful you really are. Starting a clothing brand in 2026, yes, it's gonna be hard. Yes, you're gonna fail. Yes, you're gonna waste your time. Yes, you're gonna cry. Yes, you're gonna, like, anything that you're asking yourself, yes, it's gonna suck. You can blow up tomorrow. And the thing is, you don't know when your time is. You don't know what God has for you. You can make $100,000 next month and you don't even know it. Or it can take you 2 years. Who knows? Once you get over that hump, once you stay consistent in doing whatever you want to do, man, you can't lose, man. Hopefully you guys learned something from this video. Make sure you stay in your own lane and just put God first. That's just the biggest thing. Don't copy nobody. Don't focus on nobody else. Stay in your lane start that brand, do what you want to do, focus, work hard, put God first, and trust God, and you're gonna be all right. My name is Jason. I'm a Christian clothing brand owner of Trust in Him, and hopefully you took something away from this video. I'm gonna see you in the next one. Peace.